the plate a little bit more, let your stuff just play. If you don't, you better figure out.
Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. The White Sox have just gone full White Sox.
I've been a diehard Chicago White Sox fan for nearly 40 years. I say that with the very express intent of sharing my deep and undying love for this team. And my call is rooted in heartbreak, not anger.
Why have you not done right by the people, the citizens of the city of Chicago and the county of Cook and the state of Illinois by putting the best product possible on the field? You get all of the benefit without any of the liability. And that just isn't right.
If it's such a good deal, you should build it. You should own it.
That's right.
Why are you releasing news of this at 6 p.m. on a Friday before a holiday weekend?
Here you sit wanting to abandon that neighborhood that is taking care of you for 40 years. You want to abandon that to go 2 miles so you could gentrify your ballpark.
Obviously, the experiment is over. The vast majority of the prospects have been busts. The product on the field is pathetic. Think about the things Grifol said, come to the park, we're going to kick everyone's butt. They must have been talking about the fans, not the other teams. The entire lineup is batting under 220. The best hitter on the team is Jake Berger.
Not the rest of the guys. Most of the guys were fucking flat today, unacceptable. That's all I got. Flat. Period. Major league game. You got to respect it. Pretty simple.
How do you and the coaching staff treat the guys after that?
I'm not going to talk about that. How does that happen? I'm not going to talk about it.
Overall, he is a terrible ambassador for White Sox baseball. He's a true ambassador for, like, he is an avatar for what White Sox baseball is right now. Bad and weird. And you're hearing some of the gibberish that comes out of his mouth. How can you allow him to stay the manager of the White Sox?
April 8th. So how about this? We have a delay because there is no first base coach right now for the Chicago White Sox. Something that usually happens at a Little League game.
It's supposed to be Jason Bourgeois.
And so apparently he's not down there. They're yelling, anybody can coach first base.
Can Wiley Ballard coach first base?
There's so many coaches. And the White Sox are just standing around looking at each other.
When people ask me, like, Lawrence, why are you not rooting for them anymore? Ta-da!
Moncada, TA, Eloy, Yaz, Joe Kelly. It's week 4. They've all already been hurt. Tens of millions of dollars on replacement level players while stars go elsewhere.
Game 1 of a 3-game series, and for the White Sox, they're in desperate need of a win.
He is 0 for 3. Renfroe hits it high in the air, deep to right field. Fletcher back onto the track, at the fence, it's gone! Hunter Renfroe gives the Royals some life. Base is empty, 1 out, and again now 5-3. And now Melendez hooking. It is a fair ball, and now it's a 1-run game. Back-to-back homers. First Renfroe, now Melendez, and this is a 1-run game.
That's going to be it for Steven Wilson as Pedro comes out to take him out. I think it's Brevia coming in.
Try to hold on to this 1-run lead for the Sox here in the 8th inning.
Adam Frazier battled for 9 pitches and then was plucked by the 10th.
Bobby Witt Jr. is coming to the plate.
Grand slam, Bobby Witt Jr. in a 6-run 8th inning. The Royals take the lead in the top of the 8th. Nobody is hotter than Bobby Witt Jr. is right now. It is a summer surge of legendary proportions.
Big Heritage Night. We got fireworks. It's a big old party. Unfortunately, we cannot celebrate a White Sox win.
That's going on still.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't get any big hits when we needed them. I thought, we had a couple good swings, throughout the game. Just not enough to get anything on the board, and not a good day offensively.
Most teams the White Sox are playing have this many ways to win a game. And the way the White Sox are playing right now, they got about that. They got about that. And everything has to go right just for them to win a game. And that's why it's not happening.
It's not going to get any better. It's not osmosis. You think guys going to wake up? No. When you got your highest hitter on the team batting 237, it's not going to start overnight. It's not.
I would like to go back to 1994. Let me go in a time machine. I'd go back to 2022. 2022 seems like a vacation when the team finished 81-81 and when it was an utter disappointment. What I would do to take that season right now, I would almost do it to take last season right now, and they lost 101 games. We want so badly to talk about something positive about this team, but they haven't won a game since July the 10th. That was 27 days ago. They haven't won a road game since July the 5th. They're 0-14 on Mondays this year, and I'm losing my mind.
We keep going after players that Rick Hahn liked 5 years ago. Lance Lynn, over the hill. Diaz, over the hill. Benintendi, he wanted him in the draft 6 years ago. He's got a .1 WAR. $200 million on a bunch of black holes and an ERA of 240. The entire organization is poison.
With a 5-1 defeat to the Oakland Athletics, Chicago is on the longest losing streak since the 1988 Baltimore Orioles lost 21 in a row. So
I'm like till I'm blue in the face. The whole Jerry sell the team narrative cannot get any stronger, and I feel for White Sox fans because watching this product on a night in and night out basis is not only a waste of time, it's an abomination. Garrett Crochet is still on this roster. They couldn't figure out someone to trade him to.
This is what the problem is that they deserve this as a franchise. There's so much that's going wrong.
A lot of people dreamed big on Eloy Jimenez.
I mean, I thought it was going to be a one that the Cubs were going to regret for a decade, and then Cease became the bigger thing to regret losing. And it's just remarkable what this guy ends up as a disappointment. Could you have imagined 3 years ago the White Sox trading him and White Sox fans being happy that he's gone?
Yeah, man, that's quite a perfunctory finish to what looked to be a very, like a possibly really impressive career as a slugger.
Losses in a row. The White Sox, there's only one team in modern baseball history who has lost more in one season. Now we're going to look to Jonathan Cannon to end the streak tonight, and he has pitched very well, especially in his last two outings.
And
1 out away.
Everybody deserves a win after this streak.
Benintendi, and the streak is over after 21 L's in a row. The White Sox come to the West Coast and get their first win in a long time. Say it with me, Southside, stand up.
But the fact of the matter is, the man leaves with an 89-190 record in his 2 years overseeing the White Sox. That is a .317 winning percentage, Mr. Davis.
Lost 101 games last year. He finishes 101 games under 500 as the White Sox manager. One of the more unsuccessful, unpopular managers in White Sox history. Now he's gone.
Overreaction much? A little hasty, don't you think? What, because they were on a one-game losing streak?
Hey, Jerry Reinsdorf. Hello? You can't win every game. Did you expect that guy to go undefeated this year?
Oh yeah, there was that 20-game losing streak, and that 14-game losing streak, and the fact that they were 60 games under. Oh yeah, there's that.
Isn't enough. If Chris Guest gets promoted and we have to sit through another 15-year retool rebuild, you're just going to hear from me again in 2038. Isn't working. Our farm system has been in the bottom 10 for 45 years, aside from the one frame of time when they traded all our talent away and graduated them all right up, and then we were the worst again. Run this team. At this point, we would need a historic turnaround to even be mildly relevant.
He'll be lucky to get to 40 wins. Almost like hard to do bad. Things might get a lot worse in 2025 if that's even possible. At least the team is not necessarily lining things up to instantly make things better. They're just hoping things get better. The Chicago White Sox, as he penned in USA Today, who should break baseball's all-time record of 120 losses this week, plan to cut payroll in 2025 after sustaining substantial losses in revenue during this horrific season. So you have a bad team and your fans didn't show up, and then you're going to keep competing by cutting, and hopefully that makes it better?
Of success that this roster has is a referendum of what we've already seen in 2006, 2007, 2011, 2013, 2015, and 16, and the excruciating last 7 years that only led to this. I mean, Stoney is more worried about Lance Lynn eating a salad than the entire organization not knowing how to teach Major League prospects how to hit a baseball.
First Cleveland series, we weren't wrong. When we saw Baltimore come in here and run you out of your own building, we weren't wrong. When Oakland came in here and played a really good series against the White Sox, you're going, wait a minute, Oakland sucks. We weren't wrong when they got swept by the Diamondbacks. You're like, this is awful. We weren't wrong about them. They don't get to as an organization. They were going to tell us that we were all wrong. And then they weren't going to change their behavior.
So who was wrong?
They're
they
wrong.
Were.